America! 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 It's America!
The mini-episode.
Hello, America. It's me, Theb A Stard, the embodiment of and only hope for America, and we're back on the 10th mini-episode of Season 5 of America, the podcast. Since my last magnificent mini-episode, well, I found out I couldn't pay off the judge, despite having $10 million to do so. Turns out he has something called morals. Unsure what that word even means. Still trying to get my assistant to look it up, but he said he was on his union break. That was 2 weeks ago, so... well, actually, I think he might have quit. Anyways, since I couldn't pay off that judge, I guess I'm going to try and get my case moved to a judge whom I can pay off. So I gotta figure that out, I guess. So while I do that, we'll go to semi-important questions. Our first semi-important question comes from Little Ashley from Enid, Oklahoma. Little Ashley writes, Dear Mr. Thebadias, what is your favorite TV show? Signed, Little Ashley, Enid, Oklahoma. Well, Little Ashley, as I am a very, very busy man and embodiment of and only hope for America, I don't have much time to watch television. But, I will say that, well, I like the Goldbergs on ABC. Pretty funny show. Very into Barry. Well, actually, Barry the character on the Goldbergs, and hell, Barry the TV show on HBO. Love me a good Bill Hader assassin. Let's see. Oh, Attack on Titan. Love that show. My God, I love that show. It just came back as I'm recording this. I'm about to go watch it. Let's see. Oh, yes. I've also been into the Book of Boba Fett, but only because I thought it was based on historical events. And I was very wrong in assuming that, according to my producer. I still think I'm right. I think Book of Boba Fett is based on historical events.
It's fake! It's written by Favreau!
It says it's in a galaxy far, far away and a long time ago.
That doesn't make it real!
What am I supposed to believe here? That television would lie to me?
Yes!
I don't believe it. All right. Next question. Our next semi-important question comes from Little Zola from Austin, Texas. Little Zola writes, Dear Mr. Thebadias, who is the worst president you've ever worked for? Signed, Little Zola, Austin, Texas. Well, Little Zola, I would have to say that the majority, if not all the presidents throughout the 1800s, sucked a big one. But, Andrew Jackson was definitely the worst. And we will get to him next season. Next. Our last semi-important question comes from Little Raya from Tampa, Florida. Little Raya writes, Dear Mr. Thebadias, do you play any instruments? Signed, Little Raya, Tampa, Florida. Well, Little Raya, indeed I do. If you listen to the very important readings in the last half of this episode, that is me playing the piano the entire time, as I am reading them. I also play a little guitar that my producer taught me, poorly, I might add. And, I also play the skin flute. Get it? Like a penis. I'm just kidding. It's actually a pan flute like Peter Pan plays. I also play a mean penis. This has been Semi-Important Questions. It's done? Oh, shit. I got nothing. I'm still researching judges on whom I can pay off, so, just go to commercial. We'll be right back, America.
It's America, the podcast!
Hello, America. It's me, Theb A Stard, a.k.a. the embodiment of and only hope for America, and host of America, the podcast, which I am pleased to report has been featured as lucky number 13 on the list of the 25 best comedy talk shows on all of the internet, according to feedspot.com. And I am pleased as punch. So follow the link in the description of this episode or head over to feedspot.com to check out all of the wonderful comedy podcasts on the curated comedy podcast lists of feedspot.com. And now, on with more commercials. And we're back from my very important commercial break. Why was it important, you might be certainly asking? Well, it's because it floods my bank account with cash and allows me to pay off judges to get what I want. Speaking of, I think I found a judge whom I can pay off. I just need to give her a call and see what she says. While I do that, you can listen to very important readings. On today's very important readings, instead of a first-hand account from history, I am instead going to be reading from the greatest document ever created that helped create the greatest country on earth, these United States of America, the Bill of Rights, which states the following. Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Amendment 2, and I will say this incredibly clearly for everyone to understand. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. A well-regulated militia. Just thought I'd emphasize that. Anyways, Amendment 3. No soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in a time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law. Amendment 4. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Amendment 5. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in a time of war or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Nor shall private property be taken for any public use without just compensation. Amendment 6. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witness against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. Amendment 7. In suits at common law where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right to a trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of the common law. Amendment 8. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishment inflicted. Seems America might have forgot that amendment. Anyways, Amendment 9. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. And finally, Amendment 10. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. End of very important reading. And there you have it, America. A Bill of Rights fought for you by me, Theb A Stard, the embodiment of an only hope for America, as well as the slave-holding South. Completely blows my mind to this day, and I lived through it. But, as you can see, or rather have heard, several of these rights are constantly violated on a daily basis by our government. And not the gun one, you gun-toting weirdos. You don't need it, and you're not a militia, despite what you want to think. You may call yourself a militia, but you are nothing more than a bunch of hicks playing in a forest with your guns pretending to be soldiers, when in fact you could not qualify for America's great Army, America's great Marine Corps, America's great Air Force, America's great Navy, America's great Space Force, and above all, America's great Coast Guard, the one with Ashton Kutcher. But I digress. While the gun one is not being violated, your rights as an American, such as voting rights and, well, as of late, reproductive rights, are constantly being violated by this country, and you, the American people, need to, as dumb as it sounds and as simplistic as it sounds, just vote. Vote for proper leadership that fights for your right and your privacy. That's all. This has been Very Important Readings. All right, yes, thank you, Judge Janine. Yes, Miss Pirro, I do miss our talks over boxed wine and, well, cocaine. Yes, the 80s were good. All right, well, I'll wire you the $10 million and you'll make these murder charges go away. Yes? All right, Judge Janine. You have fun on Fox News. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Oh, hello, America. Well, as it turns out, I do have friends in high places. So I paid off Judge Janine Pirro of Fox News, and she has since had my court case dismissed. Didn't know she was still a practicing judge. She's not? Wait, then who? Did I just give money to Janine Pirro for no reason at all? Fuck. Well, all right. I guess I'm going to jail. Hopefully I'll go to rich white guy jail. They kind of have a revolving door policy with people like me. All I have to do is go in, check in, stay the night, and then I can leave. Could I have done that from the beginning and avoided all of this? Probably. But would I have gone on this magnificent American adventure? Well, actually, no. I would have just gone home and eaten chocolate cake in my bathtub like usual. So, yeah. Whatever. I guess you live and you learn. Thanks for listening, America. Good night and good fight.
It's America, the podcast.
This has been a production of Shui Media, all rights reserved. For more information, please visit shuimedia.com.